Good morning, my fellow traders, and welcome back to another live trading session where I show you guys what it's like to be a day trader, working on becoming a full-time millionaire, working on becoming a full-time day trader, guys. Because right now at this moment, I'm currently a part-time trader, only having 2 hours in the market. And so with that being said, guys, let's try to catch some trades and see what we can catch this morning. And here is my trade plan idea for what I'm looking at for this market. All right, guys, so the only thing that we're watching today, and we're only going to probably trade about 2 stocks today, and we only have 2 trade ideas, and it's on SPY and NVDA, guys. So let's go over here on the big chart and look at SPY on the 1 hour real quick, guys. So SPY in the pre-market tried to get above this zone, rejected that specific zone, and so now I'm just looking for buyers step in, which you can see, guys, buyers is actually great today. There's a lot of buyers today, and I'm trying to get calls above that zone. So if I can get calls above that zone, I definitely will slap something above there. And as far as when it comes to NVIDIA, guys, same thing with NVIDIA. NVIDIA is also doing what we talked about for these past couple of days. Let me zoom in, guys. Look at NVIDIA. It's just been chilling in this area, holding this zone. Buyers are finally strong, not as strong as Monday or Tuesday and Wednesday, but they're still strong. I will definitely take calls above that zone. That's all I'm waiting for, guys, is stuff like that. Now, unfortunately, one thing I want to show you guys, I haven't traded yet. I haven't took a single trade yet, but look at this 5-minute candle that closed below here. Yesterday's video, we were talking about we're going to wait for official candle closes. It ended up coming to retest, but the 5 minutes never closed for a retest. It just ended up coming on the 1 minute. Guys, I'm so glad I did not enter that. So we still got to be cautious, and most likely the next trade that I'm going to take is probably on SPY, and it's going to be above this zone. That's like the most likely outcome that's going to happen here soon. Just got to make sure market actually is following. So far, you can see NVIDIA is rejecting that bib level, 38.2%, and a couple stocks are pulling down here like AMD, Apple. That's pretty much just it, actually. So let's see what we can catch, guys. So it is Friday. I do plan to only trade pretty much SPY and NVIDIA today, guys, because that's something that we've been watching collectively as a whole on this channel as of lately. And if you guys want me to watch anything else, let me know. Drop it in the comments, and I will also keep track of any other chart and maybe even try to trade that chart. Currently, we are also going to hop into a live voice chat with some of our members here as well, and also try to catch a live trade and record it if I can. But most likely, I will be in the voice chat and just update you guys with the recaps. If I do enter anything, I will try to add a live trade, and if I do, you will see a live button right here. So if I did add a live trade, there will be a live button right here. Let's go to share screen.
Doesn't want to go down. Definitely wait for SPY, I think.
The full block is coming.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, I like that. That's good. NVIDIA almost to that zone.
Okay, hold on. NVIDIA's getting close to that zone.
Okay, I'm taking one NVIDIA right here.
Jay, what's your ideal entry on NVIDIA right now? Like, what are you waiting for?
Honestly, I am waiting for SPY to at least... So SPY just had the most insane sellers ever, but I do need SPY to at least get some bullish momentum, and I might enter some NVIDIA. Well, Laundry Cap entered isn't a bad idea because he is theoretically entering on a retest. I'll let you know when I do hop in, and I do have my orders open, though. I'm waiting. Yeah, I like that. They did hold that level that he mentioned. Caesar mentioned 126.6. That's a really good level. It did bounce there really nicely.
I'm holding.
I'm gonna enter in on some Amazon or on some NVIDIA as well.
Yeah, I'll be entering soon.
Easy 10%. See, this is the part where I usually sell because I'm so happy that 10% is a gain, but I need to learn to hold longer.
I'm gonna target today's highs.
Let me try to do a laundry cap hold. Let me try to do a target. 170, 127.60.
Bruh.
This is the last leg of support. Just hit sell 174L on the day. That was definitely fun. I still enjoyed that, reading the market together. I'm sure we could have spotted that or saw some, bearish engulfings on certain stuff, but we had our trade idea. All right, guys, so we are back after a live trading session in the voice chat with the members, and we straight took L's. We all three collectively took NVIDIA call, and I'll do a recap right here to show you guys what we did wrong. But honestly, this type of setup, actually, I thought it was an A1 setup. The type of retest that actually came about and we entered on the retest was not a bad entry. We was up 17% at one point, but we decided to target a price target instead. So I was already up my daily goal, and we did live record it. I did put it in the voice chat, and I do have a video on it. It is a little bit of a long video, so I'll see if I'll chop it up and post it because we are just talking for the most part. But we were up collectively 20% plus on each of our trades, but we decided to try to hold it for a little bit more gain. Now this trade setup, actually, I really did enjoy. Even though it wasn't L, it was still a lot of fun to try to hold through the conviction and hold through all of the noise when it was pulling down. But ultimately, it ended up pulling down really hard, and I don't usually hold for anything below 30% L, but this one I sold for a 60% loss, $174 on the day, guys, and that's pretty much how much we're down on the week because we was already up only $4 to $10 on the week. But after after today, now we're really down. So this is the first week in a while that we actually have a red week. Because if you go back in all my videos, I usually at least end the week profitable. But this is the only week that I actually end the week with an L. So next week will be a little bit different. We are going to do the same thing, come up with these A1 setups and try to take them. And even though it could have been a nice solid gain day, we decided to try to hold for a nice price target win. So let's do the recap and show you guys what we traded, what went wrong, our entry, and what we could have done better if there is any chance to do better. So today, guys, off of earlier trade plan, we mentioned that we were only going to trade SPY and NVDA today. If NVIDIA or SPY gets above the zone, either one, we're most likely going to trade both. But SPY ended up breaking above first with no retest, so we just scrapped SPY and said, let's go to NVIDIA first. Let's go to NVIDIA now. So NVIDIA breaks above the zone on the 5 minutes. Would have entered here, but market was pulling down. Ended up pulling all the way up, breaking through. But then, guys, look at the next candle. Bearish engulfing. And I still entered on a call. Now, that could have been a bad entry, and maybe I should have been more mindful of this bearish engulfing. But to be honest, a lot of us also took the same trade, me, Laundry Cap, and Kev. So we all took this trade, and we saw that it was retesting around the 9 EMA. And so we were still waiting, and we finally got in. Now, I got in at 725, guys. So I got in on this candle right here. After it comes in before the green candle for a retest, I'm thinking we're going to break on up. On top of that, guys, for most of you guys that knows patterns, you guys know that this is also a bullish pennant. Now, like I said in yesterday's video, I don't really care about the names or calling it a bullish, bearish pennant because I've seen them break in both directions, so it doesn't really matter. This one broke in the downside direction, even though it's called a bullish pennant. So it should have theoretically pushed to the upside, and that's why most people say patterns do fail, because this is a pattern fail. But either way, we enter here on the retest, holds above this zone, but as soon as it gets back in this zone, guys, this is where I went wrong. Because as soon as the trade plan is no longer in your favor and you do get a close below, I still didn't sell it here. I ended up holding it for another 20 minutes or 15 minutes until 741 is where I sell it at. So I hold it all the way down on this hammer and I sell it. Now, to be honest, me selling it all the way down there is already a major big red flag because it already broke my trade plan, which was anything above this zone as well as a break of this pennant. The moment this candle breaks below this pennant and is back in the zone, or even this one right here, I actually should have sold for a little bit of a smaller L, and it could have been a little bit of a smaller L. Instead, I decided to hold my bias and think that, okay, no, we're going to bounce here off this EMA. 1 minute's looking good. And I'll also show you guys the 1 minute real quick to show you guys my actual true entry and what I was actually looking at. So this is the 1 minute. As you guys can see, beginning of the morning, we do break below. Almost entered that actually on a retest, but we end up coming back in, breaking up to the upside. And guys, here we are. This is the trade plan that we took. Breaks on up, eyes on NVIDIA here. Everybody's watching it collectively together because we see NVIDIA's push comes on down into the zone. I don't have this trend line drawn yet, but we are just trying to get back above the zone, above the EMAs. And this is where I enter. I enter on this candle right here, guys. Reason being is because we start to break back above the zone. Decent buyers kick in, long way to the downside. And I'm thinking like, all right, this is a good entry. And it was a good entry because I was up 17% at this point, $56. I was up 17%. Usually I sell anything at a 10-15% gain because that is a solid gain. And if you're in for $500, 10% is $50. So you might as well just take 3 of those and call it a $150 day. That's my idea of when I enter these for a specific amount. But in this specific trade, guys, I was actually shooting for a price target, and I even say it in my live trades, but I'm up 17% at this point and I shoot for a price target of 127.60. So I'm shooting for 20 cents more of a gain. Probably would put me at 25%, but it never does that. Actually, it ends up selling off super hard here, and this is where the madness kicks in. In the live trade, there actually is no emotions, and all of us are having a good time, kind of laughing about what's going on, even though it's pulling red. Now, that might have helped me stay in this trade, maybe made me feel like I should hold it longer, but either way, guys, it's nobody's fault but mine for not hitting a sell button, and nobody told me to buy. So I'm in this trade still, watching it break below this. Now I'm still in it because I'm hoping that the 15 minutes in the higher time frames, and that keyword hope is already a bad word, because the moment it breaks your trade plan, you just got to sell it. So I did not sell it and learn from my lessons here. But either way, guys, this was a fun trade. I did enjoy this trade with the gang. We all took it together, and it was a lot of fun. The reason why I say it was a lot of fun is because yesterday's video, we mentioned that we are going to wait for a candle close, and we did get that candle close. And that's what's fun about it, because we said we're going to do what we're going to do yesterday, and we did it today. Except, even though we did what we said we were going to do, it ended up failing. And I actually find those type of situations kind of fun because I know what I'm not going to do Monday, and the lesson is just wait for more patience, actually wait for a solid retest. But anyways, guys, that wraps up for today's recap. I hope you guys actually gained some good money this week. I ended up taking an L, but let me know what you guys traded, if you guys did any good. Let me know how you guys are feeling, or if you guys like these recaps. I might start doing only 2 vlogs a week starting next week, but we'll see how it goes. And I will just still post more educational videos instead of vlogs, because I do want to start dropping some sauce instead of just giving you guys these vlogs, and maybe just keep it 2 days a week. week. Let me know how you guys feel about that. If you guys are really enjoying this series and you guys really like this vlog and you guys really do like vlogs, then let me know as well. A lot of you guys are enjoying the recaps, so I'll always keep the recaps around no matter what. But as far as when it goes to vlogs, guys, these are taking so much of my time. I have no time towards the end of the day towards myself. I only get about 2 hours to an hour, and so really I need a little bit more energy and time to do other things and create other stuff that's more important as well. And vlogs are important. I do appreciate you guys showing the love and support. We're already at 321 subscribers, so straight boost it up real quick. Have a good rest of your guys' weekend. It's Friday. Enjoy yourselves. Catch you guys on Monday.